Princess Leonor marries Prince Christian, a historic union that shakes the royals. Collision crown. The palace bells rang across Madrid. The sun glistened on the marble towers of the royal cathedral. Spain stood still. Europe watched. Everyone expected beauty, tradition, elegance. But no one expected this, because what happened inside that cathedral has shaken every royal house in Europe. A princess once known for her quiet grace has just made the boldest move of her life. Princess Leonor of Spain has married Prince Christian of Denmark. Two nations, two bloodlines, one future that no one saw coming. This wasn't just a royal marriage. It was a royal earthquake. From the moment Leonor stepped into the cathedral, something in the air changed. Her gown shimmered like liquid light, an intricate design merging Spanish lace with Danish symbolism. Her face, calm but filled with emotion, revealed what no royal protocol could hide: love, power, and destiny colliding in one unforgettable moment. Across the aisle stood Prince Christian, dressed in his Danish naval uniform, his eyes locked on hers. The entire hall held its breath. This was not merely ceremony, it was history unfolding. Because behind every vow and every whispered, "I do," there was a message to the world: the future of Europe's monarchies has arrived. But how did it begin? How did Spain's future queen and Denmark's young prince come together in a story that has left even seasoned royal watchers stunned? It started quietly, years ago. During diplomatic summers and shared royal events, two teenagers born into duty found something neither expected: understanding. Both heirs. Both under constant watch. Both raised to serve, not to choose. Yet, against all odds, they chose each other. Leonor was still studying at the military academy, preparing for her future as Spain's queen. Christian was beginning to take on royal responsibilities in Denmark. They exchanged letters, private calls, brief meetings at royal gatherings. What grew between them was more than affection, it was connection born from the weight of shared destiny. When news first leaked that they were romantically linked, palace insiders dismissed it as gossip. But soon, the truth emerged. Their bond had become serious. And with the approval of both royal families, an engagement was quietly arranged, kept from the public eye until every detail was perfected. Now, here they stand, married under the gaze of millions. The ceremony wasn't just breathtaking, it was symbolic. Spain and Denmark, two nations united not by politics, but by love. Yet, within that beauty lies tension. Royal advisors from both sides are already whispering about the implications. Spain's Bourbon dynasty has joined hands with Denmark's House of Glucksburg, two powerful European bloodlines now intertwined. What does that mean for the balance of royal influence in Europe? Could this alliance shift centuries of tradition, diplomacy, and hierarchy? Inside Buckingham Palace, quiet discussions have already begun. The British royal family, long seen as the standard of European monarchy, now faces a rising duo: young, modern, bilingual, and fiercely adored. Leonor and Christian represent something the old world isn't ready for: a new generation that values emotion over image, purpose over protocol. As the newlyweds stepped onto the balcony of the royal palace, a roar erupted from the crowds. Tens of thousands waved Spanish and Danish flags side by side. Some chanted their names. Others simply cried, overwhelmed by the beauty and meaning of the moment. Leonor smiled, genuine, unrestrained. Christian took her hand. It wasn't rehearsed. It was real. Inside the palace, King Felipe raised a toast. His words carried both pride and gravity. Today, he said, we do not just celebrate love. We celebrate the future of two nations and the courage of two hearts. Queen Letitia's eyes glistened as she watched her daughter, no longer just a princess, but a queen in waiting, and now, a wife. But not everyone in Spain was cheering. Some conservative royalists quietly expressed concern. A Danish prince. What does this mean for our national identity? One columnist asked. Yet others saw the brilliance in Leonor's choice. Her marriage, they said, represents progress, a royal family stepping boldly into the 21st century, embracing unity over division. In Denmark, reactions mirrored that balance of shock and admiration. For many Danes, Christian has always been the quiet royal, dutiful, disciplined, yet often in the shadow of his father. Now, with this marriage, he steps into global spotlight as half of Europe's most influential young royal couple. As the day turned to night, the celebrations carried across two nations. In Copenhagen, Fireworks painted the sky red and gold, the colors of Spain. In Madrid, people danced in the streets, waving Danish flags. It was more than a wedding. It was a declaration of shared future. And yet, amid the cheers, another question lingers. What challenges will this royal pair face? The expectations are enormous. Leonor is the first queen regnant Spain will see in centuries. Her reign will carry the hopes of a modern Spain that wants both tradition and transformation. Christian, future king of Denmark, must balance his country's modest, people-centered monarchy with the grandeur of Spanish royal life. But together, they seem unshaken. At the post-wedding dinner, a candid moment caught the cameras. Leonor leaned close to Christian and whispered something that made him laugh softly. Observers later said that single exchange showed what no official statement could capture: their partnership isn't just political or ceremonial. It's genuine. Later that night, when the music faded and the guests departed, the newlyweds shared their first private moment as husband and wife. Away from the grandeur, they stood on the palace terrace, looking over the lights of Madrid. The air was cool, quiet. For the first time all day, there were no cameras, no titles, just Leonor and Christian, two young souls bound by love and duty. She looked at him and said softly, "It feels like the world has changed." He replied, "It has. And now, it's ours to lead." That single line sums up everything this marriage represents. A bridge between past and future. Between tradition and transformation. Between two hearts and two nations. The next morning, newspapers across Europe erupted with headlines. A new royal power couple. The marriage that shakes the thrones. Europe's future has arrived. Every photograph, every quote, every glance between them told a story that will be remembered for generations. But what makes this union so historic isn't just the titles or the spectacle, it's what it symbolizes. In an age where many question the relevance of monarchy, Princess Leonor and Prince Christian have reminded the world why royalty still matters, not as symbols of privilege, but as beacons of unity, service, and love that transcends borders. Their marriage has set a new tone for the royal world: young, modern, authentic. The kind of monarchy that doesn't hide behind glass walls, but walks among its people. Leonor's grace and Christian's quiet strength are already being compared to the golden royal couples of the past, but there's something different here. Something more human. And that's why this union shakes the royals, not with scandal, but with evolution. For centuries, royal marriages were political contracts. Today, one has become a global message: love can lead, duty can feel, and the crown can still inspire. As the world looks toward their shared future, one truth stands out. Princess Leonor and Prince Christian haven't just joined two royal families. They've joined hearts across borders, showing that even in the most ancient institutions, the power of genuine connection can change everything. This is not just the marriage of a princess and a prince. It's the dawn of a new royal era. And as history turns its page, the names written in gold will be hers and his: Leonor and Christian, the couple who dared to redefine what royalty means in our time.